I've taken a pencil and marked a design to put a stop here and a stop at the end. And I just got through marking this design in. So my plan is to carve along these marks and see how that turns out. I went ahead and put the birds are really loud. Oh, I went ahead and put the design in on the side with the woodsman, carved off a little bit of that end to kind of have a place to put my thumbs. Before I start trying to drill holes in this, I want to even that out just a little bit more and make sure I have a good angle on the whistle to try to get it as loud as I can. And here's how I'm going to do that. Set this over here. This is some water buffalo horn, little section that I used a similar section to make a beard comb. And here's another little piece. This stuff is amazing. I mean, it's like nature's plastic. So what I'm going to do, it takes multiple passes, but I'm taking the point and I'm making multiple passes on this side. Then I'll flip it. I'll do a slight bend where I can see the mark on this side, and then I'll continue the cuts. Again, multiple cuts, and it won't go all the way through because what I want is to be able to, whenever that is weakened enough, I can close it together, flip it around the other side, close that side together, and I should be able to cut it off or pull it apart straight and then hit it with a little bit of sandpaper. And if I got my measurements correct, that will fit right down into the whistle and into the air chamber with a little section of sandpaper on either side. And I should be able to manipulate that pretty good. Jury's still out on the final thing with this block. I don't know if I'm going to keep the design the way it is or change it up just a little bit. But yep, that's where we're at. And if anybody's wondering, basically to do this, finger goes underneath the guard, the other finger up on top of the spine like that. I'm holding the material there and just drawing it across both directions, flipping it around multiple times until I weaken it. There's the piece of water buffalo horn that I took those two little carvings from, and I was using sandpaper either along the side or over the top and bottom to kind of open this up a little bit. And I'm really glad I did, because there was a piece of glue, about 1/8 of an inch inside under this block that was causing a lot of turbulence and restricting the airflow. So got that out and just did a sound check on it. It had been running like B flat, and if I blew really hard, it would go up to B. Now it is running a nice, solid, easy B. So I'm very happy with that, and I feel way more comfortable on starting these tuning holes. See if you guys can hear this. Nice, solid, not super loud, but I don't know if these types of flutes are very loud. And it'll be really interesting once I put the first note in. I'll use a pentatonic scale. The first note in, it'll be really interesting to see if that makes things louder or not. But Right now, though, I'm really happy with this. Guys, I got a gimbal. Well, I had one given to me. It just arrived today, and I am ecstatic. Uh, this new gimbal is head and shoulders better than the one I had in the past, and as you can tell, it has AI where it will follow me. I still get to use my phone, and now I'm way more free to take the gimbal up into the jungle and stuff like that and do some footage out there. I didn't want it looking like the Blair Witch Project. So thanks, bud. I appreciate it. The flute is pretty much done. You guys can see that. Hopefully it's going into focus. All 5 holes are drilled in place. The only cutting tool that I use this entire time has been the Woodsman, and it's done a great job. I was worried about doing the note holes. I thought that that might be a little bit hard, but it really wasn't. Between putting the blade on my leg and going either this direction, coming from this side and doing a pull cut, switching back over, hitting it from the other angle like that, or holding it like this and moving the flute itself. I got that done actually relatively fast. So as you guys can see, I put super glue on the holes because I'm going to sand them down a little bit more. Um, but the sound I'm really happy with because I figured out why it was quiet. The air shaft right through there, that little section, I had not cut it deep enough, and so I took. You guys remember a little sewing kit? I use this thing all the time. Well, I took my sewing kit out, and out of that little speedy all that I had made, and I used the worn out file with the chisel tip. There's not enough angle in here to use the chisel tip, but I was able to wrap this in sandpaper and slide it up in there, open that air shaft up. Works great. A lot louder than it used to be, and all I've got left I'm going to do is smooth the note holes a little bit from just using the Woodsman to cut them out, and possibly seal the whole thing in super glue and do a finish on it that way. Just looking for something to sand, a shape to sand these note holes. I'm going to use the end of this pencil because I'm not trying to enlarge them. I just want everything smooth. Yeah. Okay, guys, so we started with this, ended up with this, and carved it out completely with this. Anyway, guys, as always, stay safe, take care, and God bless.